Hi guys! So today I'm going to be doing a reading for Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Venus, and Libra Rising people from the time period of February 17th to February 24th. Sorry about this video being so late, you guys, if you've been waiting for it at all or anything like that. I apologize. It won't be like that anymore. So today we're just going to start off with the theme for the week, which is loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and let God in. Alright, and the energy you should be keeping within yourself this week is the camel, which is be foreboding and patient. And the advice Spirit has for you guys this week is have faith in your dreams. And now before we start, just a little disclaimer. Not an artist, I'm a tarot reader, so the painting background isn't the most amazing thing in the world. This setup also isn't the greatest, and the audio and video quality might not be the best because this is my first time posting readings, so bear with me as time goes on. I will get better because I do want to continue doing this for you guys because I really enjoy it. So just with that, let's get right into the reading. So with loosen your grip right away, I can see you guys maybe having challenges revolving around coping mechanisms at this time. Negative coping mechanisms, that is. You may be overindulging in things you know you shouldn't be, or you may be over clingy towards one person or certain people in your life, or feel like you need them in order to be okay with yourself. And Spirit is trying to tell you to start releasing the things that are making you feel this way and start to loosen your grip on things that don't, how do I put this? On things that aren't making you feel the way you feel like you should be feeling. See, you know how when people drink a lot and you know that hangover the next morning, that's not a way you should be feeling all the time. You know what I mean? And if that's starting to affect you in your daily life, Spirit's trying to tell you that it's time to start slowing down on things that are detrimental to us and our health and well-being, because there is something to be optimistic on or towards in the future. I feel like there is something that you guys have been working towards, a goal or a dream of some kind, that may be taking a long time to manifest or even become present in your life. And Spirit's trying to tell you that you need to keep the faith in that department and be foreboding and patient, because you need to kind of take yourself down from some type of pedestal that you are able to deal with these things in ways that aren't necessarily healthy, like maybe just avoiding the problem in general and not thinking about it. That is an unhealthy coping mechanism as well. So Spirit's trying to tell you to kind of keep the faith, be patient, and just steadfast in your being, and kind of show humility towards the world. And that's something that the camel really represents in this deck. I mean, there's a lot of things that talk about being patient and to keep going, but I feel like the camel stands out because of its humility. And Spirit kind of wants to, like, you are a special person. You definitely are. That's not something that I'm trying to, like, portray to you that you aren't. It's just Spirit wants you to recognize that we are all like one being in a way, and we can't really separate ourselves from everyone by thinking we are better than everyone or we have more going for us, when in reality we're all equal people. And maybe we have been showing some bad tendencies towards others because of our thought that we don't need help or that we are better than the circumstances we're being put in, so maybe we're ignoring these things. And Spirit's just trying to tell you guys right now to, like, keep the faith, start to let go of things, loosen control on the way you think you need your life to be, and let universe kind of take the wheel in that department, and be patient, and things will start to turn out for you, instead of trying to force things to happen a certain way for yourself, or, you know, get caught up in unhealthy lifestyles while you're waiting for something. And trust me, I understand how that goes. So yeah, alright, so now we're going to start on the Celtic cross spread, which is going to be just a general reading for you guys. I'm not asking about a specific situation, but we will see what comes up, and we will talk about it. because I'm sure something will come to mind as we go. Okay, so the first card we got is the Four of Air, or the Four of Swords. Also, don't mind how this deck is a little beat up. It's just well loved and well used. I've had it for years, and I feel like it's my most trustworthy deck, so sorry about the way it looks, but I won't stop using it. Alright, and can we get the conflict, challenge, or problem that Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus people may face this week? We have the Eight of Cups. Okay, and then what is going on in the subconscious with these Libra individuals, or below the surface, that may be triggering this to happen right now for them? Okay, so we got the Ace of Pentacles. Alright, and what has happened in the recent past for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get to this point in their life? Okay, we have the Eight of Swords, or the Eight of Air in this deck. And now, what is the energy that Libra is displaying to the rest of the world around them? On the outside, how is Libra doing at this time? We have the Nine of Swords. Also, sorry if I say a lot of words wrong. This retrograde is really, like, messing with my ability to speak correctly, so, like, my bad. In advance. You will see that I also say words that don't exist. Which is funny, but, you know. Bear with me. And now for the future, what does Libra have in store for themselves? We have the Devil in reverse. All right, so let us talk about it. I feel like you guys are in a period of calm, rest, and maybe meditation. I feel like maybe not a lot of, like, exciting, crazy things are happening for you, or if they are, you're deciding to take a break from all of these things and kind of stay within yourself. I have a feeling that there is something that you need to work on or walk away from, or you feel a very strong sense or need to progress in your life spiritually right now, and I feel like that is holding you back. For the Eight of Swords in the past, though, I want to see exactly what this situation is revolving around. We have the Hangman. Put it there. And one more card. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so maybe something in the past that maybe it's this slow-moving energy or this uncertainty of your future in general that is causing you guys some worry about where you're really going to go with your life and your predicament. I have a feeling, though, that you have this sense of wanting a new stable start in some department, whether it be financial or in a very secure relationship. I feel like there's something that may be too stressful for you with the Ten of Wands that is causing you some type of fear and nerve around the current setting in your life. I think, though, with the Mother of Cups as well with the Ace of Earth, I think, so the Queen of Cups. I think that you guys are kind of understanding how you're feeling right now, and you're not really trying to avoid this. I think that you're trying to figure out, instead of being trapped like you were in the past because you had a lack of direction of where you were going, and I feel like you were open to every possibility, and it kind of scared you how much there was out there for you in this department. I don't know if we're talking about a career or a person, like romantically, or like family members or something of that kind, but I have a feeling that there was some type of, like, you knew you needed to do something and move somewhere and do it quickly, but I feel like all of this stress and tension around it has really kind of made you stop and rethink everything that's going on, and I think it's making you very nervous, but you know that there's better things ahead for you, and you're just really not quite sure what step to take. even though you're aware that you're feeling this way, and you know that it's stressing you out, like the prospect of even having it, and the prospect of even having to wait is stressful. But just know that there are good seeds planted when it comes to you guys. I think this realization in general that you're not where you want to be in a certain area is really pushing you forward, even though it is kind of a scary ordeal to not really know what direction you're going in, but knowing you want to go in some direction. There may be some heartbreak or some painful things you have to heal from currently, or you are representing some type of sad, nervous energy is really on the board for you guys. I think people can see that you're impatient, or you think things aren't happening for you fast enough, or the spiritual growth that you're trying to have happen for yourself isn't really going the way you planned. Maybe you're going into darker things rather than love, light, and joy, if that makes sense. So the devil in the future, or ego in the future, in the reverse, I want to see what this entails for you guys. We have the Seven of Cups reverse. And we're going to pull one more card. We have the Hierophant. Okay. So, what I'm feeling about this is I have a feeling that you guys are going to kind of snap out of this, like, this rest period, I have a feel like, in the near future, because I think right now you're in a period of culmination and, like, gathering together all that you know and all that you want, even though it's very hard to get out of your own head in regards to this. I have a feeling that there's going to be an aha moment in the future with the Hierophant, Seven of Cups reverse, that will totally clear up your perception on this. This whole Hangman energy in the past, where there's a lot of different options of what you could do in this scenario, and it's making you nervous how many options there are, I have a feeling that, like, it will be narrowed down to one thing. Either somebody will tell you this thing, a close person to you, will kind of, like, enlighten you on exactly what to do or what to say, or the next step you should take. And I feel like this will start to heal and change your old ways of being. When we were talking about the loosen your grip on the coping mechanisms in the past, the bad ones, I have a feeling that you guys maybe will realize that there are some bad coping mechanisms that you are participating in, which may be a lot of negative self-doubt and bad thoughts manifesting into the future. And I have a feeling you're going to switch that around for yourself, because you know it's the right thing to do, and you've kind of been, like, aimlessly wandering around trying to figure out the best option, and you know there's only one option. And I think you finally kind of realized it, and it is the key to your success in the future. And yeah, I feel like that's pretty much all there is for that. I do want to get, like, 2 more cards maybe. We have the Star, not in reverse, just the way it is, and the Ace of Pentacles though. So I have a feeling, like, to keep the hope that you have for this positive new start in your future that you know is kind of coming, even though you're aware that it's going to bring a lot of stress to the table and already has. But, like, keep the good faith. I think that that is the right thing to do at this moment. Be hopeful and positive about the future. Start speaking nicely about yourself, and stop doubting the journey you're on, and stop questioning whether or not you are capable of making the right choice or going on the right path, because you definitely are. I know indecision is a big thing with Libras and not knowing exactly what to do, because I'm a Libra rising myself, and just kind of have faith in, like, in yourself, and kind of know that you'll always know what you want at the end of the day, or maybe somebody close to you will give you some insight that will kind of trigger that, like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, thank you. Just know that it's coming soon. But this period of rest with the 4 of air that you guys are in right now, that's not a bad thing. Don't let yourself get too wrapped up in your own head, though, because I feel like that might cause some problems in the future. But try to stay calm and patient while you are waiting or meditating on this answer, because it will come to you, or somebody will come to you with the answer, and it will make things easier. So now we are going to get into the he said she said romance spread that I do them a little bit differently. I'm going to pick 2 cards from this Archangel Animal deck. One will be you, one will be the person that Libra is asking about romantically. We don't know which is which yet. We will see as time goes on. Okay, one person is the ant, which is cooperate for the highest good of the community. Okay. And then the second person in Libra's love reading is the dolphin, which is live joyfully in the present. Okay. So now we're going to pull 3 cards for each person on the top, which is going to be what they are doing currently in the present in regards to this relationship or not. Sometimes it is not in regards to the relationship, but we never know until we start pulling cards and talking about it, right? So, the ant, we're going to start with 3 cards for them. Oof. Mother of Cups. It's the Queen of Cups again. We have the 8 of Cups. Ooh. And we have the 9 of Wands. Alright, and now the last card I'm going to pull on this side for the ant is going to be how the ant is representing these feelings or the way their life is going to the dolphin. Like the conscious energy that the ant is giving to the dolphin can see. We have death for the ant. Okay, so right off the bat, I think that the ant is going through a period of self-reflection and transformation. I think that they are relentless on their goal of trying to better themselves, either emotionally, spiritually, or mentally, but I have a feeling they're also having not necessarily a hard time with an ending, but they know this ending is kind of detrimental for the way their lives used to be. The way they're presenting to themselves to the dolphin, though, I think they are really exhibiting this air of I am changing, things in my life are changing, or I am trying to. So this is the new me, or this is the me that is shedding right now. With this card looking kind of like, you know, it is a bird, kind of all burnt up. It kind of reminds me of like the phoenix rising from the ashes, which is kind of how I see the death card in a way. It's like your process of being reborn. So it's not necessarily, the ant could be presenting some type of ending to the dolphin. The ant may be breaking up with the dolphin in some way, but that's not necessarily how it has to be. It's just the ant is transforming and the dolphin is very aware of this, I think. And the ant is really on some type of goal to transform themselves and make them I think it's a goal to become a better person overall, and I think that they know they want this. The ant could be a water sign, or the ant could be a Scorpio. I normally don't say who people are, but when I was pre-shuffling for you guys, I got a lot of Scorpio energy doing so that could be something you guys need to know as well. But, alright. So the dolphin, how's the dolphin doing in their life right now? So we have the Page of Cups in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. And we have the Sun for the Knight of Cups upright. And then how is the dolphin presenting this energy to the ant in the current moment? We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, for the dolphin, I'm getting that they are trying to be optimistic and they are trying to persevere either in a romantic connection with the ant or within like some type of love within themselves. They're really trying to produce that and culminate that, and I feel like they realize that the way you're not supposed to do it is by thinking negative self-thoughts. I think that the dolphin is trying to live joyfully in the present, like this card is saying, even though there may be a lot of things that keep popping up for them that they're trying to ignore. Kind of like that like nagging feeling in the back of your mind where you know that there's something still not right, but you don't really think you need to do anything about it now because it's not like it's detrimental to you or whatever. I feel like the dolphin is in that type of predicament where they're trying to be happy and joyful even though they have a lot of things in the back of their mind that they're trying to like suppress at this time or not worry about too greatly. Even though with the Page of Cups reverse and the Sun of Cups, I think that the dolphin and the way they're presenting themselves with the Ace of Wands reverse, I think that there is some type of lack of romantic connection even though there is one deep down. I think that the dolphin has a lot of feelings for the ant, but I don't think they know how to present it in a in an appropriate way. Either they lack some type of passion or they're very like here and gone again very shortly, like it's a short-lived connection, but I do see that there's love there. They just are not sure how to express it. They feel it and they want to, but they don't know how to say it. Maybe it makes them nervous. And when it comes to the ant, I think that whether this be a journey that they're going through with the dolphin or not, whether this whole transformation period involves them, I think that the dolphin may sense that they're going through something and may not want to put too much on them at this time because they know the ant is going through a lot of stuff. The ant may have realized their life purpose and it may have shattered like kind of the dream they had for their life in the current moment, or they realized they had to start progressing towards something else and they have this such strong determination to do so because they feel so deeply about it that the dolphin's like, well, maybe they don't even have time for me, or maybe their true life purpose is something that I can't even like assist them on. Even though they have a lot of desire to do so, I think that they're lacking motivation or passion or like courage to even do it. Because when I got this card, the Strength reverse card was also with it. I just pulled that one because that's the one I knew I was supposed to put on the board, but Strength reverse is kind of the same energy that I'm talking about, where they lack some type of confidence to bring this to the table because I think they're trying to suppress some negative thoughts that they have been having either about themselves or their relationship or just nerves in general. Alright, so now I'm going to get the challenge for each person in the relationship and how they're presenting this challenge to the other person. So we're going to start with the ant. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles or Page of Presents reverse. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands reverse, or the Eight of Candles in this deck. One more. Okay, we have Strength. We also have the Lovers reverse, and I feel like I have to pull that too. So the Lovers reverse, we'll just put that there for now. Or right next to it, we'll do that. And then we'll get how the ant is presenting themselves and presenting these challenges that they have to the dolphin. Okay, we have the King of Wands, so the King of Candles in this deck. Alright, so let's talk about it really quickly. I have a feeling the ant, even in their progress of moving forward, I think their problem is things are not happening as quickly for them as they wanted, or they're not getting a lot of successful results when it comes to this. But I do think with this King of Wands and the Strength card, I think that the ants thing is they're really trying to portray these problems to the dolphin with some type of like, not urgency, but like they're really letting them know. I feel like the ant isn't holding back when it comes to how like the problems they're having. This relationship could be taking a really long time to progress, or this relationship could lack a lot of like fundamental basics that a relationship needs to be successful. With the Lovers reverse, I could see that you guys are going through a lot of like romantic tension problems, and the ant is picking up on this. I think that there's something that some type of new resolution that needs to be reached that the ant is trying to get to. Maybe it's something like a problem they had to work on within themselves that needed to be presented as a whole new like I'm going to be a new person when this is over. And the dolphin may be afraid of what's going to be happening, but the ant is not lacking in their determination to express their concerns, I think, about the relationship at all. I think that in a way they're very confident that they can get through it, but especially with strength and King of Wands right next to each other. But the Lover's reverse is giving a lot of energy of like, not necessarily toxicity, that's the wrong word, I'm trying to think of the right word. It's like unhealthy relationship styles. Maybe you guys are in a friends with benefits situation with this person, and the ant may be trying to progress past that stage, and they don't really know how to go about it, but they want to. And they're making it very clear that this is no longer what it is to them. And I feel like maybe the dolphin's just not as receptive to that, even though they have feelings for them. There's still something on the back of their mind that's worrying them. And we're going to get into it. So what are the challenges the dolphin has in this relationship? We have the King of Cups, or King of Potions in this deck, Ace of Wands, or the Ace of Candles. One more for the challenge the dolphin is facing, or the conflict in this relationship. That was way too many. Sorry. One more, and that was the Knight of Needles, so the Knight of Swords. Okay, and then how is the dolphin presenting this challenge to the ant, if they are presenting it at all? We have the Six of Cups. Okay, so very interesting. I feel like the dolphin with their Ace of Wands reverse here and their Ace of Wands in the challenge, I feel like that desire to really start things or really push it in a new direction is very hard for the dolphin to get to. I feel like they're also having a hard time expressing their emotions in a healthy way, definitely with the the Daughter of Cups here and the Son of Cups here. Like, there's feelings there, but they have no idea how to express it properly. They may be coming off kind of harsh in their ways of being for this reason, or they may be using examples from their past to express to the ant why they're having such a hard time, like, you know, presenting this new opportunity or these feelings. Like, maybe the dolphin was hurt in the past and they keep using that example to the ant as to why they can't do a certain thing with them anymore because it hurt them before when someone else did it, or so on and so forth. I feel like they're using a lot of past examples or past experiences to portray to the ant their concerns about the relationship. This new start that they want, though, or this passionate, like, I feel like they want to display passionate love to the ant. They do, but they're really not sure how to go about it or word it. So I feel like that's why they maybe not be expressing it in a clear, direct manner, but maybe using, like, metaphors from the past to portray to the ant that they're having, like, concerns. But I feel like the ant is going through a whole different, like, thought process when it comes to this relationship. I can also see that the ant cares about the dolphin, but it's not in a way maybe that the dolphin really expected. I know the ant has feelings for them with the Lovers, even though it's in reverse, but I feel like the ant is expressing this in a way that could be very confusing to the dolphin. Like, the ant may only want certain things from the dolphin at certain times, and that's why the dolphin has a hard time expressing that they really care about the ant, because the ant is kind of wrapped up in their own journey of self. And they're very sure of themselves when it comes to how they feel. I know that about the ant, but maybe there's something that has taken too long to really start, or this whole not seeing effort from the dolphin, I feel like, is driving the ant a little bit insane. And I feel like the ant is kind of like presenting this in some way where they're like, it really bothers me, you know, I'm changing right now, and you just don't seem to, like, pay attention to me at all, when in fact the dolphin is paying attention, but they really don't know how to, like, present this to the dolphin, or to the ant. If you two are in a relationship, this even still stands. Like, the ant may want to go on a different path in life than the dolphin wants to. The dolphin is encouraging of this path, but there's something about it that scares them, or they're not really sure how to express their support in a way that the ant would kind of like take without getting offended, if that makes any sense at all. And I feel like the dolphin comes off as harsh, even though they have a lot of feelings to express, or they use their past experiences or past relationships to express how they really truly feel. And this may be confusing to the ant, because the ant is very forward about how they are and not beating around the bush at all, kind of like the dolphin is. Whoa. Okay, so I was doing a shuffle for the ants in the future and what is to come. 3 cards already popped out, so we are just going to use them. Okay, so we got the Hermit. To start off, 1 second. Okay, a Hermit. We got the Fool. And we got the 4 Wands. So that's nice. But we're going to see how the ant is presenting this information to the dolphin, or presenting this to the dolphin. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay. So right off the bat, I think that the ant in the future has come to a conclusion within themselves that they want to start something new and positive with the dolphin, but it's going to be some new start based on an idea of the relationship and how they want it to be, not necessarily concrete information or something tangible and maybe practical at the moment, but it is something that is doable, and it's a good idea when it comes to the relationship. The ant may offer to live with the dolphin, or the ant may offer some type of something within the home is going to improve because of the ant. I feel like the ant is really working towards some type of like building a good life for themselves and collecting all of the information and things they need to do that. And I really do think they want to start it with the dolphin, but it's going to be kind of a rocky or unsure moment. Or they will like say something to the dolphin that is so clear and concise about the way that they feel, as they've been kind of doing this whole time. And it's gonna kind of sit with the dolphin, I feel like, as a moment of like, oh, you're really serious. You know, you want to keep like doing this, and you want to move forward with me because you've been spending a lot of time figuring it out for yourself, you know? Okay, so now we're gonna get the dolphin side of things before we keep talking. Well, I had got the Ace of Pentacles already. Oh, 2 more. We have the Sun and the 7 of Cups reversed. And now, how is the dolphin presenting this energy to the ant in the future? If they are at all. Ooh, we have the 5 of Swords. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. So, I'm going to pull 1 more card for the future for each one of you. The first one's going to be for the dolphin. 1 more card to portray the way that they are coming at the ant. In the future, we have 6 cups again. Okay, and then we're going to pull 1 more card for how the ant is coming towards the dolphin in the future. We have the 4 Pentacles reverse. Okay, so let's talk about the dolphin really quickly. I feel like the dolphin maybe will transform their way of thinking, and I can see a lot of happiness and prosperity in their future, and I feel like they're finally narrowing down their options when it comes to how they want their romantic life to be. However, I can see the dolphin meeting the ant at the end of the day with some type of adversity. Again, with this past card coming up, there is something that the dolphin I don't think can let go of, that either the ant did to them in the past or that someone else did to them in the past, that really kind of traumatized the dolphin in a way, I think, into not being able to accept an offer of love without some type of like conflict or avoidance. because of there's some type of pain or like scared feeling in the back of their mind that will not leave, even though they can see a lot of prosperity and a lot of happiness. Whether it comes from this relationship, I feel like it does, and I think they've narrowed down their options or are starting to see things clearer. Or this could be a whole different scenario. The dolphin could realize that they have something totally different going for themselves in the outside world, and that the ant is not a person that they really want to keep around at this time, and they are meeting them with some type of like manipulative and untrustworthy and kind of very obviously negative energy. And again, it's stemming from the past. I'm not really sure what the dolphin needs to work through in order for them to kind of get past this thing that hurt them. But the dolphin's transpiring this over into this relationship, and I feel like it's not being recepted in the best way possible, even though the ant may be aware of how they are feeling. But the ant kind of is like, look, if I can do it, so can you. If you can get over some of the stuff that I just got over, it could have been like a toxic relationship as well, or toxicity within this relationship, that maybe the ant's like, if I can let go of it and move on, so can you. So, because they have this, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is about letting go and not holding on to things for very much longer, in a way, financially or materialistically, but in this sense, in a relationship, they're like, look, if I'm letting this go, why can't you? Why do we always have to bring up the past when I don't care about it anymore? So the ant has a lot of hope, but I think that the ant at the same time is also very aware that things could go wrong within this relationship, even though they are still trying to make it work. At the end of the day, the ant wants what's best for everyone, not just what's best for themselves, though. So they will not, I don't think the ant is trying to cause any real problems with the dolphin, even though the dolphin is not quite ready to receive the offer that the ant is giving them in the future, if all of this transpires the same way. If you're the dolphin and you don't want to come at the ant with this, or if you're the ant and you don't want the dolphin to come at you with this, maybe instead of being so wrapped up in your own journey, if you're the ant, start to be more open from the get-go. Instead of being really wrapped up in the process of change or the process of endings and rebirths and new beginnings, kind of be more open and receptive to the way the dolphin is feeling or the emotions of the dolphin in general. And maybe they'll get some type of insight that might turn this whole ordeal around. When the ants decided that they're okay and they've learned enough, the dolphin still hasn't, and I feel like it's because of something either that happened in the past with the ant and the dolphin together, or to the dolphin themselves. So the ant kind of needs to address that, I think, and really needs to be talked about with the dolphin before things get out of hand. And if that's at all possible for you guys, if you talk a lot in general or are comfortable speaking to each other. But if you are the ant, I do sense an air of confidence about you where I think you can get your point across without sounding like a bad person or like just negatively doing it. If you're the dolphin, though, you need to get out of your own head and stop being so afraid of change and happiness for yourself, because there is a lot of it there and you know it. But the fact that this thing happened in the past, people change and not everybody is the same. That's my advice on that one. If the ant did something to you in the past and they are trying to prove to you that they are fixing it and working on it, I think that the dolphin should be a little bit more receptive in the future. But if the ant doesn't start to really show that they care about the relationship as a whole, like the dolphin really does, I feel like the ant may lose the dolphin in the process of trying to build something better for themselves, because they are so wrapped up within themselves and the collective greater good versus the greater good of this relationship. Alright, so that's gonna be my reading on that. I hope it resonated in some way or another. I thought it was very interesting. I hope you did too. And the next spread we're going to do is just going to be a 5-card intuitive spread. One second, let me clean these up very quickly before we get into that. Okay. This is just going to be a 5-card intuitive spread for you Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus people. And I'm just going to be pulling cards, telling you exactly what I see right off the bat. I'm not going to get in too detailed with it because it's just a direct intuitive message. Usually I don't sit and meditate on these ones for too long. Got the Five of Swords. It could be a warning, it could be a sign, it could be some type of thing you were asking for, or some information you may not have been aware of. Three of Cups, reverse, sorry. Chariot, the Chariot. Four of Cups. And one more for Libra. 10 of Wands. Okay, guys. Right off the bat, there's somebody in your friend group or friend circle that does not wish the best for you, and that may have ulterior motives that you may not have been aware of. We have Cancer on the board. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but if there is a Cancer you're wondering about, this may be your sign that this person is not totally there for you. I think that this person is causing you a lot of stress and making you feel overwhelmed. This person is really kind of like, what's the right way to put this? They're making you look at people in the wrong light, I think. I think they're making you kind of more of a picky and not so open and friendly person. I think they're making you more like judgmental in a way, or they're talking about people in ways that you don't really agree with. And I think it's causing you a lot of like internal struggle. I think that you've been wondering about this person or this situation with a person for a long time. And this is my sign from you. I'm going to actually pull one more for this. I don't usually do this, but I'm very curious as to what advice you should do about this person. Because with the Chariot, that could mean what I think it's supposed to mean, or it could mean one other thing. So let me get to my clarity. We do have the Queen of Pentacles, though, on what your advice is. And it says, maybe look at this person, or come at this person in a calm... I feel like you need to take action in the situation, but I think that you should address it with them in a calm and nice manner. You know how Libras are pretty good at that? They're really good at kind of... like easing tension and confronting people when they decide to confront people in a way that like the other person doesn't feel threatened or intimidated by. And I feel like that's Spirit's advice for you right now, that if there is kind of like, if there is an unresolved issue within this person, or you're really questioning how this person feels about you or their motives towards you in general, now is the time to address it. Or if there is a friend in your friend group that does not have the best intentions for you at heart, I feel like you know who that is, and that kind of needs to be talked about. I feel like you guys could get to a positive conclusion, though. I don't think there's all hope lost. It's just there's something that needs to be addressed when it comes to a person in your close group of friends or in your everyday life. It could be a coworker, or it could be somebody you hang out with, like a party acquaintance, if that makes sense, like people that you see at the bars a lot or something, but is not necessarily your close friend, but someone you hang out with quite a bit because they're in the same space as you. Okay, so now I'm going to do a short closing message from Spirit and what they want you to leave this reading knowing. I'm going to pull one more from the Starseed Oracle deck, and it is Hiereth. I'm not sure if I said that right. Longing for home, homestick for the stars. It is a very pretty card. I like it a lot. And then one from the Moonology deck. Ooh, okay. We got Expect Powerful Change, which is the New Moon Eclipse card. Alright, so you guys, I can sense that there's this feeling of, when it says homesickness, I feel like there's a place you know you need to be right now, whether it's with a person, in a certain town, doing a certain job, or being in a certain location, whether it be like a different planet or not. You can look at it in that way as well, where it's you not being able to find a home anywhere that you are, if that makes sense. Spirit is trying to tell you that there will be a revelation that you have been waiting on when it comes to the true place and purpose you need to be. I think that right now is a time of real reflection and deep thought on what are the true, real things that we need to continue on with in our life, and what are the things that aren't necessarily serving us anymore. I know I say that a lot, but there's a lot of cutting out that needs to be done, because there's a lot of new things coming to people, different people of different signs and backgrounds and such. It doesn't matter. I think that's a 5D collective thing. And there's not a lot of things you guys can take along with you on this journey. You kind of have to drop problems or people as they no longer resonate or serve you. As I was shuffling again, I got the end of a tough cycle approaches. So hopefully that brings you guys some hope on this uncertainty of where exactly you should be, or how exactly you should feel, or the decision you've been struggling to make this past week. There's gonna be something brought to you, I think, like an all of a sudden like aha moment, like that clarity where you know exactly what you're supposed to do and when to do it. Don't be too impatient, and maybe at this time try and get back in touch with yourself. Kind of, I would say a lot of meditation and a lot of journaling and a lot of rest is what's needed. If you need to sleep more, do it. If you need to like take time off from work because it's working you to the bone and you're stressed about something else, please do it. You know, listen to what your body is telling you. I feel like that's something else that you guys need to know at this time. And things are changing, and I wouldn't be too scared of that, because I feel like this rough part of your guys' life will eventually change, because you guys are gonna do the inner work on yourselves. I can see it. And yeah, that is going to be the end of this reading. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched all the way through, even if you didn't, thank you for watching. You know, like, I appreciate anything. And I will be back again with more readings, hopefully sooner than later. Now that I've gotten all of this down, I really enjoy putting these out for you guys. It's been really fun and hopefully enlightening for you, as it has been for me. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye.